Today is Wednesday, June 24th, 2026. Wednesday, June 24th, 2026. Time is 2 p.m. Going to meet City Councilor Rob Andrews. Going to be giving him some documents. Got the engineer report. So we're going to be exposing this apartment complex. It is slumlords at Ridge Hill Apartments complex. It's behind the Sam's Club in Aurora, Colorado. So it is recording. Video. Got everything. It's red. All right. Cool. Is that Rob? I think that's Rob right there. Is that Rob? Yeah, that's Rob. Is that Rob? Oh, hey. Hey, what's up, Rob? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Francisco.
Nice
Nice to meet you.
How you doing,
Francisco Soto. Nice to meet you. So here's the engineer report and some emails that I've had with building and code and, well, no, it's actually, just code enforcement because they're building division. So this is one of the worst parking structures here and it's real bad. And this right here is called, it has these supports. It's called shoring, but they're only supposed to be used during the repairs of a parking structure, not for temporary, you know what I mean? Holding it up temporarily. So this is pretty bad.
We need video.
I should have brought a flashlight, but I was in a rush. So there was no fire extinguishers here. They made them put fire extinguishers. I can show you.
Right.
Yeah, but look at the electrical. So that's why some of the lights is flickering, is because it's shorted. It's shorted here.
That's exposed. That's not supposed to be like that.
Yeah. But look.
Oh, look at this.
But look at the concrete. It's crumbling. Exposed rebar. It's not supposed to be like that.
You got this part right here.
There's worser spots. Real worse where it's like it's nothing there. But if you keep looking at the joints, there's a lot missing. But
I'm sure people don't regularly try to park over there.
they do. Yeah, if you go when they get off of work, you're gonna see cars parked in here. There's cars parked on top of this place. But I mean, this thing, if it could collapse,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not an engineer, but I am a structural steel welder, so I know what these are used for. It's just used to hold it up, and then we weld it or repair it, you know. But it's not used to be permanent solution. You know, these things have been here for years. My friends lived here for like 10 years. But yeah, I think this one's pretty bad. Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, this one's pretty bad. Yeah. And there's concrete on the ground right here. On the ground. So So it's crumbling.
What is this pad used?
I don't know. You know, everything looks sketchy here. Everything looks sketchy. You see it? This is the worst one out of all of them. That's why I was like, hey, meet me in front of here. I'm gonna show. Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna, you know, I should have you signed a disclosure agreement. Like, hey, if you get hurt, it's not my fault.
Where's the other stuff you're talking about?
I'll show you right now. But I want to show you the top because there's something like you can't even. I'll show you. It's hard to explain. But check this out. This is welded right here. And look at the concrete on the exit sign. It's just crumbling off. But trip on it. They don't.
This is welded closed.
It's welded shut. And check out these stairs. This is why it's welded shut. It's because of the stairs are crumbling. That's how deteriorated. Look at the steel. Look at that's how rusted.
Get that upstairs where it's.
That's how rusted. If you look at the bases, it's all gone.
There's no easement.
Yeah.
I guess you can consider that.
Yeah. What's an easement?
It's where a door, where for like even in emergencies you can get in and out of.
Yeah.
I don't know if this would be classified as.
Yeah, it's not handicapped
Because you don't
accessible.
have that is definitely hard.
Yeah. If
you're upstairs,
yeah,
how do you get down here?
you can't. Well, you got to go out through where they drive in, where they, you know what I
Where
mean?
they drive in?
Yeah.
That has to be.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be.
And I reported, I reported this all last year. They didn't put that caution tape up till they saw me recording, video recording. But let's go this way because this is what I'm gonna really predominantly show you right now. You see that they blocked off one lane, so because it's so unstable that it's probably gonna collapse. Yeah. So like, why is this here? It's almost like a hole in it. And so there's more cars parked here, of course, you know, when people come home from work. And so you got the wait. And there's an email in there. I got pulled a public record and they said it looks like it's safe for them to drive onto it. But it doesn't say in the engineering report it is safe. It's just saying that the shoring can be used during the repair of the parking structure, not as a temporary solution until it is repaired.
How long do they have to repair the shoring?
They didn't give them a time frame.
When was this email? May 27th, 20?
Yeah.
Oh, a month ago? Okay.
I got more records. That's what I want to physically print out to you and give to you right now. So that way you can see it. Yeah.
Can you forward me this email?
I can forward everything to you. But go ahead and keep the physical copies.
Yeah, well,
that's fine.
Because what I can do is just add my name to it with all these folks and say, and the city manager say, what's the timetable on them getting that fixed?
Yeah, and that's the building inspector supervisor, Matt Shuri. Okay. So even the high level people in the city are just ignoring this. You know what I mean? So it's not good. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you these cracks right here. But it's kind of like it's shifting to where it's, you know, it looks like it's cracking. Like, see the crack right there? There's a crack right here too. So it's shifted, it's moved. But yeah, let's go. I'll show you where those bad stairs are right now. So yeah. So I'm gonna take you to the ones that I know are real bad, but I mean you could just see by walk. I haven't even
real
checked
bad,
this.
then we're in trouble.
Yeah, but you could just see the rust, like it rusting through the beams, But I'll show you one right here. Yeah, most of the people living here, they're immigrants from Africa, you know,
Yeah.
and they probably don't know their rights, you know, and who to go to. But I've been telling people, hey, contact code enforcement, you know, contact your city councilor,
Yeah.
like, don't stay quiet, you know, say something about this, you know.
You're probably a little afraid too.
Yeah. Huh?
You're probably a little afraid.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're definitely afraid, you know. But this is one of the real bad ones. But I mean, you can see this one. It's rusted. But
If there's any report of accidents, people that have tetanus shots.
look at that. Look at that. Take a picture of that. No, up here, like further. That's like that joint. That's a connecting joint. It's all rusted, deteriorated. And I sent you a video on this too. But see these stairs? Look at this. They're crumbling. They're crumbling. And so what happens is until it gets to like it's too bad, then they replace them with this.
And it looks like they've only replaced 2 up there.
Yeah. They don't replace the whole thing. They just replace 2. Yeah. And then look at it. They replace it with on a rusted beam.
Yeah, I don't know.
The joint right there. So it just might as well put duct tape on this. You know?
I think somebody should be reaching out to you.
Yeah. Well, they know who I am, but they're not doing anything. I'm complaining and they're not doing it. That's why I'm going up to you, the highest chain of command.
So my process is,
Yeah.
you send me something, I submit a council member request.
Council request, yeah.
That council request then goes to the city manager, who then has to talk to all these people. They got 7 to 10 days to come up with a solution and then get back to me about it. They'll also call you and tell you what the council request is about and how that works.
Yeah.
And we can go from there.
I talked to Ruben Medina. He put in a council request already.
What did you do?
That was for parking structure C in my apartment my building. But they did fix it. But at the same time I told them about the other parking structures. But I didn't realize how bad the other people's stairs were. You know what I mean? And I want to show you this one. They just fixed this one.
So he did a council.
He did a council request for
How
that.
long ago was that?
That was last year.
Okay.
That was last year. This one, I have a video on that one. Like the stairs were already crumbled. Like, you know what I mean? There was concrete. But I just want to show you the repair job. So they look at that. That's a hole right there. You can stick your finger through that. So they replaced the concrete steps, but they didn't replace this beam. And look at that. They just patch over. And look at this. This my finger is in there. So this is how they're repairing it. Now yeah. And so it's all bad. But let me let's go to Jose. But I'll see if Jose's home, because he'll even tell you. I think we can go. Yeah, we have to. Let's go this way. Let's go that way. You don't have to walk all the way around the building. Actually, you know what? Let me show you this one. This one's stairs. Because I did catch this one. Did catch this one. This, I didn't notice that. But trip out on this. Look at this. You want me to do it? Check it. Okay. Look at that. It's not even connected over there on the bottom. All that floor underneath, that's all rusted. That's all rusted.
How long have you lived here?
I've lived here for not even a year. Since fall last year. But I'll show you this other one that's really bad. And I'll let you meet a tenant if he's there, you know. See, we can go through here. But I've reported to Stephen Baptista and David Ingram. Those are David Baptista is a supervisor, and David Ingram is like the lower level code enforcement guy. I reported already the really bad ones I shown you, and they still haven't done anything. They lied to me. They said they gave 7 violations on the parking structure E. There's only been 2 violations on it. They said that the fire like code inspector or something came. That wasn't true. They're starting to mark all these with the orange marks, like if it's unsafe, but I don't think they're going to repair them. And then I just saw this. See, I haven't even scoped out the whole complex, and I'm still finding stuff. This one I've already put a video on YouTube. They're shoring in there. It's not as bad as E, but it's, you know, it's pretty bad, you know. But like I said, that's not a temporary solution. That's for during repairs, not to hold it up for a year.
Are they selling this building, do you know?
No, it's owned by one person. It's not owned by like a private equity group. I looked at the lady's name. I don't know if she lives in Colorado, you know, but it's one individual who owns this property. So it's so all that's pretty rusted, but trip out on this. This is not connected. That's not right here. If you come over here, and that's not connected. This one, the weld broke. It's not, you know, rusted through. It just broke. And that one too. Both sides of those beams are rusted. Yeah. So
you can always, I don't know what your work's going to be, but you can always come to city council meetings and present this to details and whatever.
I go to Ward 3 meetings.
No.
I go to city council.
City council meetings.
I've spoken at city council, but I didn't speak about this yet. I've spoken about other issues, which we'll talk about later, you know. But hold on one moment. But you know, it's, you know, I want to talk one-on-one. Like I've already went up to the, you know, chain of command. I've already talked to Ruben Medina about this. He's like, oh, well, they're handling it. I'm like, no, they're not. They did handle that when I first reported it, but I didn't realize how bad this complex was. You know, I'm safe, but I'm worried about my neighbors, you know?
Yeah.
So I wanted to record the beam, you know, that beam that goes across, This one has a hole rusted in it. That's yeah, that should. The location's right there. I'll show it to you. But this is like crazy. I just noticed it. But oh wait, actually no. I looked like it had a hole through it, but yeah. But yeah, this is how bad that beam is across. I thought it had a hole in it. It looked like it from afar, but you see how rusted that is.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So,
Too bad, actually. This one doesn't look bad. I don't know why.
yeah, it's not that bad. I thought that was a hole. I'm my bad.
This looks kind of new.
It is new. It probably is. If the whole thing is good, then it's new. You know what I mean?
I wonder how they're picking and choosing.
Or what the type of metal?
Well, who gets it first? Are they going by priority?
Oh.
Are they by need? Or are they going by...
Whoever.
That is.
I don't know. They fixed mine because I complained. I got a council request on that, but they didn't replace everybody else's. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So right now they're replacing this wood, but they're just putting lipstick on a pig. You know. They just want to make it look good from a quick point of view. But yeah. So there's a methadone clinic down there, and there's a probation department right there. It's all in this plaza. So that's and then there's some homeless people here. I'm not I've been homeless off and on in my life. You know what I mean? So not everybody's bad, but unfortunately there are some bad people. I should have went that way, but.
Did they tell y'all they were doing this in phases at all?
You get the runaround like they told that guy, hey, we're gonna fix it, and they never did. So, and then others they may say, oh, we are gonna fix it, but then they do fix it. So just it's a lot of broken promises. So, but you could tell by the landscaping they're not maintaining it. In certain areas. This is a spot where people sleep, and I'm not for locking up people if they're not doing anything wrong. But that's if they're causing trouble, it's just like yeah, that's not good. So they should be cleaning that. They're not. This is another one that's pretty bad. This stairs. I reported this side of the building. Nothing, So the same thing on the joints. You got metal missing. You got holes in this steel right here, and then also at that joint. So same old thing,
Yep.
And it sucks to work and have to deal with this. Come home.
Yeah. I can only imagine coming home to this.
Yeah. So I don't know if you want to look at more, but
Now we got to take off and get to another meeting. But
yeah.
how do we get back?
I'll show you. I'll walk.
Okay.
I can walk you back to your car. I can walk you back over there. So, yeah, we can go this way. Oh, hola. Hola. Hey. Hola. Yeah, you weren't the only person I emailed about this. I emailed all the other at-large members, and you were the only one who responded. You know, Ruben Medina didn't respond, but I talked to him at a Ward 3 meeting, and he's like, "Yeah, I saw your videos." He goes, "They're doing something about it." I said, "No, they're not. You can see right now. This is the evidence right here. They're not."
They need to be more transparent. They need to put out a letter if they're doing something.
Yeah,
They need to have a town hall. They need to,
a progress report, something. You know,
yeah.
they're not, and that's not what they're doing.
so it doesn't, even if they are, it doesn't make residents feel supported if they're not being kept up on
Yep.
what's coming next.
And I had David Ingram tell me, I got it on camera. He's like, "I'm not gonna help you if you keep bugging and shit." And I'm just like, you know what, man? Well, you're not doing your job. You know, if you're not doing your job, I mean, you're not gonna get good feedback. Yeah. So, yeah, this is bullshit. They know. I forget the guy's name. Something King. Joshua King. You know who he is? He's for. I think it's on one of those papers I gave you, like housing.
Okay.
Something housing. I've talked to him, and he's like, you know, he's the one that told me they gave this property 7 violations. I mean, well, the parking structure E 7 violations, when that was a lie. There was only 2, and the fire department. I don't know if the fire department didn't give them a violation. I believe. But yeah, check the document.
B-roll.
Huh?
Who's using the B-roll?
Yeah.
B-roll.
But they're fixing that one. They just started on it. That one was real bad. I mean, it wasn't as bad as E, but there were some spots that it was pretty bad. But yeah,
So I'll put in the council request, but what else would you like to see?
I'd like to see I'd like to see David what's his name? Stephen Baptista fired, and David Ingram, and also that other guy, Joshua King. Because they're just neglecting this, you know? It is what it is. I mean, I got the evidence. I could show you everything, communications. I basically reported all the parking structures last year because you could just see driving by them. It's got shoring. But it's, yeah. That's what it, you know. They're just, if
fired, but
yeah, if this complex is bad, what about all the others in Aurora?
right.
And parking structures are heavily unregulated. I don't know if you know that, but like in California, they had a big collapse. In New York, they're collapsing like crazy because it's old, it's old, and they got snow and ice, and that's what deteriorates this concrete is the salt from the road. The snow and ice expands and contracts, and these things have a very short life expectancy compared to a house.
So what we're doing is, right now, I don't know if you heard about it, we're proposing a landlord registry.
Yeah.
Where they have to sign up, get certified to be a landlord, and then we come check on the properties and do all that kind of stuff. In Aurora, you're going to have to do that.
Yeah, I did read a little bit about that. I haven't looked into it. Let's get out the road.
What I would do
Yeah.
is that'd be a good place for you to get your voice heard.
What is it, a meeting that's going to happen?
Well, we read through it twice already, so it's going to come to a final vote on council.
Who wrote it?
Allison Coombs and the mayor.
Allison Coons and the mayor. Okay, I know Allison. Yeah.
Her and the mayor worked on that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'll review it, but it's like.
Review it and let me know what you think.
There's one thing that Denver did, and I like, is they upped the penalties, the fine, the monetary amount of the fine for their violations, because it was just a slap on the wrist. They're making a ton of money.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just if somebody's gonna charge me $5 for a violation, I'm just saying as an example, it's nothing, you know. Mm-hmm. But so
read through it and let me know what you think, because what I can do from there is I can add friendly amendments to that.
Okay.
Where they can accept them.
Friendly amendment.
Yeah.
Friendly
Only
amendment.
council members can do that.
Okay.
So for that, I think it's right now. It's an ordinance.
Okay.
So for that ordinance, once you read through it, you see some things you like, you don't like. I can change the language. I'll get the city attorney to change some of that language to fit around what you would be looking
Yeah.
for, and then we get it through.
I'll do that definitely.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say this, man. I'm not for unionizing city workers, except for the police and the fire department. For the city workers, if you unionize them, you can't hold them accountable. You can't get rid of them. I mean, you can't even get rid of them now, like without it being in a union. And I've worked for a city before, and they just got away with. I literally slept on the job. I'll admit it. I slept on the job, but that's because they didn't have nothing for me to do, and I couldn't make me do something. So that's the way it is, and that's the way it is all over our country, you know. So, but anyways,
we don't have a union structure right now. So.
I know, but I know that some of you are pro for it. I think Ruben Medina, I believe I heard him say that he wants to unionize it, and I'm just not for that, you know. But
I'm definitely pro-union.
yeah, I know you are because you're a Democrat, but
They're just getting paid and taken advantage of right now. What's up?
yeah.
Hey, bud, what's up? Yeah.
What was your name again?
Lance.
Lance? Okay, cool, man. That's right.
Francisco?
Francisco,
All
yeah.
right,
Nice to meet you.
All right, Francisco.
All right.
let me know
Yeah,
what
thank
think.
you.
Yeah.
All right, have a good one.
Just shoot me a text.
I will.
All
We'll
right.
stay connected.
Okay.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day, bro.
Yep, enjoy your day, bro. Yeah, I know you are because you're Democrat. But tell you right now, slept on. It's the mafia. No, bro, I know, because you're a Democrat. You get donations from bro, but it's like, I'm not, you know, I'm not pro-union. Not when it comes to city workers, because you can't hold them accountable. So I could show you more, but I think this is plenty of evidence. I thought this had a whole roast. Damn. You know, they could fucking rub one out in the city hall. You can't, see, they can't even fire these city workers, man. You can't even you know, I'm telling you, they could fucking commit a crime in front of City Hall and they still can't fire these freaking, these city workers, man, that don't do shit. What the fucking shit. Look at you. Fucking A. Look at this shit. Oh. Hey, come rent at Rich Hill Apartments. It's luxury. I'm telling you, yeah, I literally slept on the fucking. See this shit. Anyways, I gotta shut the fuck up because I'm gonna go on a rant about some other shit, but yeah, check out my website. Right now it's www.audittheauditor.com. That's my website. Links to all my socials on there. YouTube @TNO, audit everyone. Trust no one, audit everyone.